If women cannot go to a place of work and be safe, then we are denying them the basic conditions of equality. So the principal resigns from this medical college.
He sent to another
He's,
hospital.
he's appointed as a principal of another college.
He doesn't resign.
Let not power of the state of West Bengal be unleashed on peaceful protesters. First, on matters of safety, we are deeply concerned about the fact that there is a virtual absence of safe conditions of work for young doctors across the country, particularly in public hospitals. As we know, these are all young interns, they are residents, senior residents, doctors, and most importantly, women doctors.
Yes.
Who are subject to of graver dangers and vulnerability.
Yeah, vulnerable.
By virtue of the nature of their
Absolutely.
because of gender,
Working hours.
just and working hours.
I give to your, we have videos of all that happened.
People, whether they are doctors, civil society, lawyers, people who are protesting, so long as there is no act of destruction of.
We have videos. We agree.
Let there not be the power of the state unleashed.
Agree.
On peaceful protest.
Manoj, I agree, and that has not happened. 1 second. We have videos which we have placed, which will place before your lordship. And Manoj, what happens is political parties get into the act.
Ultimately, what is equality under the constitution all about? If women cannot go to a place of work and be safe, then we are denying them the basic conditions of equality. And therefore, we are entertaining this, and I'll very shortly share the way we want to proceed with this to ensure that ultimately, it's not that every time that there is a rape or murder that the conscience of the nation is awakened. We have to do something right here and now to ensure that these conditions of safety are maintained in terms of protocols which will not just be on paper, but protocols which will be enforced across India. This is the way we provide dignity and respect for the privacy of an individual who has lost her life as a young doctor.
Both complaints were sent to us. Both complaints sent to us.
Tell us whose complaint is treated as.
Father of the deceased.
This is registered at what time?
11:45 p.m.
11:45
p.m.
And now
next day. Next day.
Yes.
The night, Manoj. In the night. Manoj. In the night.
When is the body? One second. When is the body handed over to the parents for cremation?
Manoj, kindly have this
Just
note
tell
that
us,
I've given.
what time is the body handed over to the parents for cremation? 1 second.
Around 3:30.
10.
No.
Therefore, one thing is very clear. The body is handed over to the parents for cremation at 8:30 p.m. The FIR is registered at 11:45 p.m. 3 hours and 15 minutes after the body is handed over to the parents for cremation.
They refused to file. This is the problem. We handed it over. They filed the FIR. They made the complaint at 11:45. They say, we are in shock. Please do whatever you want to do. They wanted a post-mortem. We did the post-mortem. All is videographed. Everything is videographed.
The autopsy and the post-mortem take place.
Between 1:45 to 4 p.m.
Now, between 1:45 and 4 p.m., the autopsy takes place, followed by the
Malad, the
post-mortem.
autopsy took place at 6 o'clock, not at.
Fair enough. That's all right. We'll take it as between 1 and 4 o'clock. It doesn't take place in 1 minute. It takes
was when.
Videograph.
1 second. Don't keep on interrupting.
They wanted
So
a board. We constituted a board.
We are proceeding on the basis of Mr. Sibal's hypothesis that the autopsy and the post-mortem take place between 1 and 4:45 in the afternoon. Nobody in the hospital registers the FIR.
No.
The father registers the. What was the principal or the vice principal? What were the authorities of the hospital doing?
They wanted a board. We constituted a board. They wanted a magistrate. We got the
You
magistrate.
don't need
They realized
time
that
for
what has
registration
been
of
the
FIR.
history of
You don't need a medical board for
they are-
registration of FIR.
At the moment, Malas, what are we considering? We are considering, Malas, 2 or 3 things, as your lordship has put to me. How did these photographs reach the social media?
No, that's
I'll mention all this. How did these photographs reach the media? We have nothing to do with it.
No, let
because
us
we
not
cordoned off
trivialize, Lord.
everything. People there took photographs, came in, took photographs and sent it. Number 2, Malas. Number 2, immediately, Malas, Immediately an unnatural death case Malad, was started and an investigation was started. Your Lordships may be right, Malad, why did it happen? But whatever the parents were doing, we were agreeing with that. We set up a board. We asked the magistrate to come, a judicial magistrate to be present. Everything was videographed.
Medical professionals have become vulnerable to violence. With the involvement of systemic issues for healthcare across the nation, this court has had to intervene. Women are at particular risk of sexual and non-sexual violence in these settings. Due to ingrained patriarchal attitudes and biases, relatives of patients are more likely to challenge women medical professionals. In addition to this, female medical professionals also face different forms of sexual violence at the workplace by colleagues, seniors, and persons in authority.